Women are attracted to a man who walks slow, talks slow, doesn't give a fuck, does whatever he wants, stays in his own lane, doesn't really talk. It is what it is. That 9 times out of 10 will get you more attention from a woman because it's like they like to fight for a man's attention. They do. That's something I've noticed over time. The best example I can give is I remember there's this one dude that I was friends with, and there was this one pretty girl, right? And he was like a scrawny, skinny dude, and he was like kind of light skinned. And the girl was like really pretty, and she was light skinned. And he had like acne and stuff all over his face, right? And he used to follow this chick around literally like a puppy dog. Like she would be walking in the front, he would be like in the back. Like he was so sprung on her and so obsessed with getting her attention that the nigga followed her everywhere she went, which most dudes who are like dating coaches and stuff like that, they'll probably bring up that she was masculine and he was feminine. And they would be right. And that's usually who dates who. You know, usually it's either going to be a masculine man and a feminine woman, or it's going to be a masculine woman and a feminine man. It's never going to be two masculine people because if a man is masculine, he's not going to deal with a woman's masculine bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like if a woman is trying to control everything in his life, he's just going to dip and go find him a woman who's feminine. That's just how like actual masculine dudes is. They're not going to throw a fit. They're not going to complain. They're not going to whine. They're just going to be like, yeah, she not the one. I don't want her, and move on. You know, like they never even knew her. Because that's true masculinity as a man, is not giving a fuck about, like, dating wise, you don't give a fuck. And you kind of selfish. And a woman is kind of turned on by the selfishness. And you're trying to gain everything for yourself, whether it's working out, whether it's having a high position at your job, whether it's you wearing the nicest clothes, whether it's you being the strong, the most confident man in the room. 9 times out of 10, women are mostly attracted to that. But let's get back on track. The feminine women you want are attracted to that. But the thing is, you can also change a woman from being masculine to feminine. And most dudes don't know that. But those two, the example I gave you earlier of the guy and the girl, let's get back to that. So I remember seeing them sitting down one time, right? I was sitting at like the table like next to them. And it was like they were talking, and she was like laid back as hell. I'm talking about she was like this. She was laid back like a motherfucker, like this, like a nigga. And he was like leaned up, like super high, like this. And he was just yapping and yapping and yapping, because this was when I was in college. And he was just yapping, yapping, talking and talking and talking, telling her all this stuff. And her ass was dead ass like this. And she was just like, she wasn't even saying nothing. She was just zoned out. Just like this. And what a lot of dudes don't understand is you want it to be the reverse. So you want your ass to be chill, laid back, and calm and reserved. And she's the one telling all her business. That's how it's supposed to be. And don't take her too serious. Even if she trying to act like she all that and all that. Man, you tell her to shut the fuck up, give her a noogie, tickle her, push her a little bit. Like, that's how you want to be. You kind of want to bully her a little bit, get her off that high horse. A lot of women find that attractive because they know that's a man. Like, that's how a man acts. If you don't act like that, something wrong with you because you got testosterone. A man with actual testosterone is going to play around with a chick. And women love a dude who acts like a fucking man. But most dudes don't understand that. Most of them are trying to act feminine because they're trying to act, they try to act the way that they believe a woman wants them to act. So like sweet and kind and doing all this romantic bullshit, but most women don't like that shit. As soon as you do that shit, they're gonna get turned off as hell because she's supposed to be girly and care about girly shit. You supposed to be laid back and relaxed. You supposed to care about boy shit. Video games, sports, working out, you know what I'm saying? Getting bigger and bulkier, that's normal. Like if you're a dude who's not working out at all, that's actually backwards. You're supposed to be working out and getting muscular, getting bigger, whatever the case may be, whatever type of body type you want. But you really should be getting bigger. Like every 3-4 months, your arms should be bigger and bigger and bigger. It is what it is, you know. You should almost be working out like you in jail type shit. But that's the truth. The truth is you are supposed to be confident in yourself. If you and her hanging out, she's supposed to be yapping. You supposed to lay back, chill, relax, and just let the vibe. And here's the crazy thing. She's gonna feel closer to you because you don't say nothing, you don't interrupt her, you don't cut her off, you ain't jumping around, you just listen to what she has to say. She gonna love that shit. Cause that's some old school nigga shit. The old school men knew that. The old school men knew to shut the fuck up, lay back, maybe have some music playing in the background, be eating some snacks, let her yap, and she'll literally fall in love with you based on that. But a lot of dudes are trying too hard. You know, they doing the reverse. They're doing all this yapping and this talking and all that. But y'all like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what y'all think. Peace and blessings.